Dust was not the only substance that fell from heaven during the Exodus. Ash fell from above as well. Not surprisingly, it was ritually commemorated in the same way as dust. Tamar, David's granddaughter, sprinkled ash upon her head in grief over her violation by her brother Amnon. As in the offering of jealousy, the red heifer offering used bitter water. Instead of dust, ash was combined with running water and then sprinkled upon the unclean. Sprinkling ashes endured for centuries in ancient Israel as a sign of grief. Even today, Catholics reenact the falling of ash from heaven on Ash Wednesday. Though it is more common to use ash to make a sign of the cross on the forehead, the original form was sprinkling on the crown of the head. There were many forms of debris that fell from above during the Exodus. In addition to the dust and ash, sand, gravel, and rock rained down on the earth. All of it came from the red planet. An obvious question arises: how was the debris transferred from Mars to Earth? Over 100 meteorites found on Earth to date have been identified as originating on Mars. The identification is derived from the elemental and isotopic compositions of the meteorites, matching rocks analyzed by spacecraft on the red planet. Current theory postulates that the meteorites were ejected from Mars by an impact of asteroids or comets, eventually reaching Earth after traveling millions of years in space. It is believed that only impacts by very large meteorites have the ability to blast rocks with sufficient speed to exceed the escape velocity of Mars' gravity. But impacts by very large meteorites on any planet is rare, and the chance of rock ejected into space eventually landing upon another planet after millions of years is negligible. After all, only a little over 100 Martian meteorites have been found. The Exodus and Revelation accounts speak of rock, dust, and gravel falling in volume sufficient to cover nations and choke rivers and seas. Clearly, what happened during the Exodus, and will happen again in the Apocalypse, are far different from presumed theory about Martian meteorites. A gravity-driven universe, where the only process known to be capable of ejecting rock into space is impact, cannot explain the Exodus or the Apocalypse. Another mechanism for ejecting material from one planet and transferring it to another planet must be in play.
Sir Isaac Newton was the first to state the law of gravity. Eventually, everybody agreed that gravity alone formed galaxies and stars and planets, and that gravity alone holds the universe together. Then we discovered a force 1,000 billion billion times more powerful than gravity. It is possible that the predominant force in the universe is not gravity, but something else.